Somebody find me, somebody write me a message in a box.
Hey, I'm doing a review video today, and I've been going through some of the newer stuff that I've bought recently, and I was gonna do like a full video review of a few things, but because I've got like 6 different products to review, I thought I'm gonna put it all into one video and just make it a little bit less, rather than putting out 6 videos, I just thought I'd put out one. So I may sniff a little bit. I have managed to get ill while I was in Liverpool, so that was awesome. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I've got 6 different products to review. They've all got good points, they've all got bad points, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to review is the Garnier BB cream, the new one. Now this has been going around YouTube quite a lot just recently. A lot of people have been getting this. I've got the light one, and I got this because a few people have been trying it, and I've become a big fan of Sarah just lately, found on film, and she has very, very pale skin like me, and she bought this and did an on video, an on camera application of it and everything, and I thought, oh, that looks really good. I don't normally like BB creams. I've only ever tried one other one, which was I think it was a 17 one. I just couldn't get on with that one. It was too dark for me, and I ended up swapping that with somebody. I think I swapped it with Lisa. So I saw this one and I thought it was a bit lighter, so I thought I would try it. I got it from Superdrug on offer at $7.49. I'm wearing it today. I do like it. The pros that I've got with it are, when it's hot, it's a lot lighter to put on. It's a lot lighter than foundation, which is good. You really don't want to be too caked down when it's hot. It gives you good coverage, but not full coverage, because obviously it's a BB cream, it's not supposed to, but it does give me enough coverage so that I feel comfortable. I love the packaging. I think it's a lovely sleek packaging. I do like the applicator because it's just a nozzle. The downside, I do find that it is still a little bit dark. I'm trying to find a foundation where I don't have to bring it down my neck. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing foundation. This is still a little bit dark for me. So like, this is the colour. Another thing, before I swatch it on my hand, I do find that it's quite a thin formula, and I've only put a little dot on, but if you put quite a bit on, it does run quite easily, so it can get away from you. So yeah, that's the sort of colour. So it's not too far out, but it is still a little bit peachy for me, if that makes sense. So that's with it like rubbed in. I do like the texture of it. It's not greasy. Apparently the other Garnier one is quite greasy. This one I don't think is. It's got a little bit of oil, but it's nothing, it doesn't leave your skin feeling and horrible and bad. I wouldn't say that it is a miracle skin perfector. Sorry. But I do like it, and I'm glad that I bought it while it was on offer. I don't think I would repurchase. I don't honestly know. I mean, Elaine has just bought a new one, and I think she's going to review it, which is the Maybelline BB cream. So I'm going to see what that's like when she does her video. And if I like the look of that, I may sort of go ahead and purchase that one. But I do like it. I will use it, but I don't know if I would repurchase. So that's the Garnier BB cream. Staying in that sort of genre. The next thing I want to review is this. Now, I've only ever seen one other person put this on YouTube, so I'm going to try and promote it a bit. And this is Chit Chat Foundation. You can get this from Poundland. This bottle cost me £1. It's a 30ml bottle, so it's only 10ml less than the Garnier. And I thought, well, it's £1, I'll try it. And it's actually really nice. I really like this foundation. So the applicator is a nozzle. It hasn't got a bad smell. The colour is slightly dark for me, but I can make it work. If I don't use too much, I can make it work. So that's the look of it. It's not particularly runny, so that's quite good. But again, it is a little bit, it's darker than the BB cream and it is a little bit orange. But again, I can get away with it a bit more because I'm using the Benefit That Gal. It does kind of even it out a little bit, and because I've now got a better powder, it kind of tones it down a little bit. But I do like this foundation. I would buy this again. They didn't have much of a choice of colour. This is like a negative. They only had 2 in the Poundland that I went in, and I've looked on eBay and I've only seen a 3rd colour. Mine is in, it's not even written on here, I'm sure mine is in oatmeal. They did oatmeal biscuit, and I think there's I can't remember what the 3rd one is, but this is in oatmeal. This is the lightest that I could find. But like I said, for £1, it is a decent foundation. This is a brilliant beginner foundation. The coverage is pretty decent. It's better than the BB cream. It does give you a good coverage, but it's not full coverage. Again, it's only £1. It's not greasy. It doesn't leave the skin oily, and I do like it. So this is something that I would repurchase. The next thing is the Gosh foundation that I bought a little while ago. Now, I do love this foundation, but I have found that it can look different colours on different days, which is a bit weird. I'm in 32 Pearl, which is quite light. It's a pump applicator, which I really like, and I do like the packaging. The formulation is quite thick, so it's not going anywhere. The colour is quite actually a decent match. I mean, I only did a little pump, and a lot does go a long way. And it has got, it's considering it's supposed to be a light foundation, it has got like really good coverage. It's not full again, but it is, I'd say, medium coverage. That's the colour. The colour is pretty good for me, but it is still a tiny bit out. I can't seem to find a perfect match for foundation, which is a little bit annoying, but one day I will. I do like it though. I have been having some problems with it recently. This says SPF 8. I just thought I would add that in. But I have been having some problems with this because I've been trying to wear this with my That Gal. And the problem that I'm finding is I put this on first, like you're supposed to. Then I put my foundation on. And then as I'm putting my powder on, it comes off here. It's rubbing off here and rubbing off like on the top of my nose. And it's doing my nutting. So at the moment, I haven't been wearing this. I've either been wearing the BB or the Chit Chat. And it's a shame because I do really like this foundation. And this was £8 when I bought it. It's by Gosh. And I want to try and get back into this. So I have got a new technique which I'm going to try with this. And hopefully that will work. But this is a nice one again to wear in summer because it's light. It doesn't clog you up too much. And I think I would repurchase this. I am going to sort of shop about and see if I can find something else. But for the moment, this is like my go-to foundation. And I do like it. So moving on to the Benefit. Now, I love this. But I can't use it the way it wants me to. And I don't know if it's just my skin or if I'm doing something wrong. What I've been told with this is that it is a brightening face primer. And to me, a primer you put all over your face. I have read in some magazines that you just put a little bit on your cheeks. I have read in other places that you use it all over your face. So what I was doing is I was putting this on first all over, not using too much, so I wasn't like greasy or anything. And then I was putting my foundation on, and like I said, I was then getting the problem with it coming off. So what I've started doing now is I put my foundation on first. I know this is a primer, but I've never really had a problem with my skin looking uneven with foundation on. And I've never really had a problem with application of foundation. So I really wanted it for the brightening because it does glow through and it looks beautiful. So my new technique for this, and I don't know if this would just work for me or if it'll work for others as well. Maybe you've got this product and you're having problems with it as well. Let me know down below. What I tend to do with this now is I put my foundation on first and then I put this on, and I'll put it all over pretty much. Like I put a little bit on my forehead, cheeks, chin, nose and Cupid's bow. I'll put this on, let it sort of sink in a little bit, and then I'll put my powder on, and it does look gorgeous, and I haven't had any problems with doing it this way. So again, I know I'm not using it as an official face primer, but I don't know if it's just my skin type that it doesn't like or what, or if it's the foundation that it doesn't like, I don't know. But that's how I now use this, and I've got on 100 times better. So I do love this. I hate the price because it's $21.50 for a tiny little bottle. This is a 30, is it 30? No, it's 11. This is an 11 ml. I actually thought this was a 30, so now I'm even more annoyed. Yeah. Yeah, this is an 11 ml product. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. And it doesn't, the lid, okay. So this is an 11 ml product for $21.50. That is a rip-off. But I don't use a lot of it, so I'm hoping it's going to last me quite a while. One negative I've just found is that the lid doesn't stay on properly. Because when you get it, you get your top lid and then you get a little plastic cap in case this starts to come out. But what I've now found is that my white lid won't stay on. I'm trying to push it on and it won't stay on, it's just lifting off. So that's a negative. I love the packaging though, because this is like the limited edition packaging. I quite like that. I mean, all it says on the back is blend onto face with fingertips, wear alone or under makeup for the look of bright, smooth skin. Which I'm not doing, but I don't really care. So, again, pluses and negatives. Oh, I can just show you a little bit if you want, because I know some people haven't seen it. So you literally just twist the top and the product comes out, and then the product is pink, but it doesn't apply to your face pink. That's what it looks like. That's on the skin, and then you just sort of rub it in. I haven't actually used this today, I forgot to use it, and it just gives a nice sort of sheen. I do like it, but I do think it's a rip-off for what it is, so I am going to shop about a little bit and probably just use this on special occasions. The next thing I want to talk about are my newest brushes, which are my Real Techniques brushes. Now, I'm probably the only person in Britain, but I am actually a little bit disappointed with these brushes. So yeah, I have washed them. They wash lovely, so that's not the issue. The only one that I haven't used yet is the pointed foundation brush. I don't really have a use for this because I think it's too small to be a foundation brush. It's going to take you forever to put this on. And I don't really know what else to use it for, because I would use it for concealer, but it's too big. Let me know below what you use your pointed foundation brush for, if you use it for anything other than foundation, because I just think that this would take you forever and I really don't know what to do with it, so let me know. I love the concealer brush. I haven't got anything bad to say about the concealer brush. This is supposed to be a detailer brush, but I use it for concealer, especially under the eyes, and it gives you a really nice finish, so I love this one. I also love this one. This is the contour brush, which should be perfect for contouring, and I am going to start I've never used it for contouring because I don't normally contour, but I watched Blush Blend Beauty's Perfect Base video and I thought, sod it, I'm going to start. So I have today, you probably can't really tell, but I am going to start using this for contouring. At the moment I've just been using it for blush. I put on my MAC first, like my Warmth of Coral, and then I've been topping it off with my Vivo blush that I got from Shell. And this is a really nice blush brush, but I am going to start using it as a contour brush, I think, when I've rewashed it. This one I'm a bit stuck on. This is the buffing brush, and everybody raves about this brush. I don't like it for foundation. I think it's awful. Now, I've tried two different ways. I think the first time was my fault because I literally put the foundation on my hand, dipped it in and tried to buff it, which when I've since watched Pixie Woo videos, they put it on first and then buff it in with this, which I've tried afterwards, and I just can't seem to get a decent finish with it. I feel like the brush eats half of the product, so it takes it off of my face. I feel like it leaves me with patches. So this is the problem. I was putting this on, then I was putting this on, and then I was buffing it with this, and it was just taking it off, and I just thought, I can't be bothered with this, and I'd end up just taking all my makeup off in a mood. So I don't like it as a buffing brush at all. Unless I am doing something wrong, please let me know if I am. I don't know if it's just the foundation, because I got annoyed. I haven't tried this with any other foundations yet, so I don't know. But what I have been using it for is a blush brush, again, because it just, I think it fits really nicely and it does buff it into the skin quite well. So what I think I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to wash this one again, use this as my contour, use this as a blusher buffing brush, and go from there. So I'm glad I got them, because you have to try them, because you're never going to know unless you try them. But I'm not as sold on them as what other people are. Some people are absolutely mental about these brushes. I'm not, so sorry, but that's just my opinion. The last products I've got to show you are my new Sleek palettes, which I was going to do a full video review on, but I can't really be bothered. So instead I'm just going to show you the two palettes, and I'll tell you the colours. I'll swatch a couple of them. So this is the Darks palette. This is what it looks like. Ultra Mattes version 2. Okay, so the thing I do like about the newer ones is that it comes with a little bit of plastic in with the names of the colours, which my original palette doesn't have, but this one does, and I really like that. Some of the names are a bit weird. So let me tell you what I've got. I've got Orbit, Ink, Highness, Noir, June, Pillow Talk, and then I've got Thunder, Maple, Flesh, Paper Bag, Villain and Fern. I really like this palette. I think it's a beautiful palette. I'll just swatch a couple for you. So this one, what am I swatching? This is Orbit. They're very, very pigmented. Maple, that's Maple, and Paper Bag. They're very creamy feeling. They do blend very well. I haven't used all of the colours in here yet. I have used a few and I do like them. They still come with the crappy little sponge double-ended applicator, which I don't like and I don't use, and I end up just taking that out of the palette because it pisses me off. The other palette is the Brights palette, which I'm loving. I didn't think I would use this as much, but I love it. I'm wearing both palettes today, but I am wearing a lot of the Bright one today. So the colours in this one are Chill, Pout, Sugar Light, Dragonfly, Pucker and Bam. Then you've got Cricket, Pout, Strike, Floss, Crete and Pow. I love this highlight colour. Pow is a gorgeous highlight colour. It's just, oh, I love it. I also like Strike, which I haven't worn yet, but I do like it. What I have found with this palette is it's not as pigmented though, which is a negative. I mean, today I had a pink dress on earlier because it was Imi's birthday party today. So I had Floss on the inner corner, and then I've got Pucker on the outer corner, and it took a lot of product of Floss to get this colour. I actually had to go, I put my eyeshadow primer on and then I had to go back and put my jumbo eye pencil in Milk on just to get any sort of colour payoff, and I'm still not entirely happy with it. I don't know if it's just because it's a baby pink or what, but this palette is definitely not as pigmented as the Darks palette, but it is still workable. They are still blendable. I have found with this palette that the colours are a lot softer, so I think they're going to get used a lot quicker. I think you'll hit pan a lot quicker than what you would in the original palettes, and that is just because it picks up quite a lot of product if you press into it. So maybe that's just me, I don't know. On the plus side, let me just get my... if I can find it. There it is. My original palette. I want to try and show you the difference. This is the hatch markings on this one. I think actually I'm going to put a section in from my phone because I can zoom in on it. The indentations on the makeup are a lot less in the newer palettes. So I'm going to still talk to you while I'm filming it. The indentations are a lot less. They're not quite as there. Like, I know what I'm trying to say. So if I just put them next to each other, you'll be able to see. See, look, you can see the difference. And I think a lot of people made complaints about the fact that it was so deep in the original one, like the little markings. I know a couple of my friends on here don't like the sleek palettes because they don't like the pattern on the eyeshadow. Whereas that never bothered me. I just sort of swirl my brush in it and it's fine. Whereas on this one they have changed the pattern and it is a lot better, but I think that's why it's made it softer and it's going to hit pan a lot quicker. But I love these colours. They're 50p more than the original palette. You still get the same number of colours, same number of product. So I don't really understand why. The palette's the same size. The writing on the front is different, as you can see. So I don't really understand why they're 50p more, but at least it's only 50p and not like £1.50 or something. So you still get the leaflet in them with the same gorgeous girl and the same stuff inside. You still get that. I don't really have that much else to say about them. I mean, like I said, the pigmentation in the brights is not quite as good as the darks, but it is still doable. I always keep mine in the boxes. I don't know why. I would still buy more sleek palettes. I mean, I've got 3 now and I absolutely love them. It's literally just the glitters in this one that put me off. Well, it's only one glitter that puts me off, which is the brown. All the rest that I like. So that's something. But that was my sort of little... That was my little multi-review. Everything that I've reviewed is available to buy at the moment. None of it was like limited. Well, the benefit is limited edition packaging, but the actual product you can buy. It's a constant line. So that's everything that I had to show you. I hope you've enjoyed my honest review, and I hope it doesn't put you off buying any of it. This is just my personal opinion, and I do love all the products that I've got. There's just that some of them have negatives that would stop me buying it again. So I hope that this video has been helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.